Hey guys, it's Simblr and welcome back to my channel. Today I have part 13 of my Build Newcrest series, and I haven't been this excited about a build in a really long time, but I love this build. It's probably my favorite build I've done so far on my channel, honestly. But it is another little shopping district, I guess. There are 6 individual stores, and I did it kind of like the shopping strip where there's like a road going down the middle, except for, well, on the other one it was a smaller lot, so it wasn't exactly going down the middle of the lot, it was on the side of the lot. But this one is on the middle, and there are 3 stores on either side, and this video will be cut into at least 2 parts. It may be 3, I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, I sped it up 5 times, and it's still a bit lengthy, in case you couldn't tell. Well, it's telling me in my editing software that it's 28 minutes sped up. But yeah, this first store we're working on right now, first I just go through and I build all the stores, and I add in all the wallpaper and everything and all the landscaping. I think I do the landscaping last, actually. I just add in all the floor pats and everything and just do all the details on each of the houses first. And this lot kind of reminds me of like a little Christmas village, you know, like you see set up on tables and stuff around the holidays. And it wasn't meant to, but it just kind of happened that way, and I really like it, and it makes me really happy to look at. And I've already used it a lot in my own gameplay, so yeah, it makes me very happy. So far the only thing I noticed is in one of the stores, it's like a little collectible store, that'll probably be in the next video. Actually, I know it'll be in the next video, but Sims kind of gravitate towards one area, and it's not a very large area because these little buildings are pretty small. So there's like 1 wide hallways and stuff in some of these buildings, which is unfortunate, but yeah, the Sims still seem to maneuver pretty well. And then there are 2 little snow globe box things that I place in the street in front of the toy store, which is also later on in this part that you can't actually get to, which is unfortunate. So you'll probably just have to move them out of the way a little bit, because I think I just placed them too close to some of the other decorations and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think the reason I feel like this is Christmassy is because of the first building there. It's got a green roof, and then I tried to do the red trim, and it just made it really Christmassy looking. But I really wanted the first one to be kind of more colorful than the rest of them, because it is a toy store. So that was the idea I had for that one. And then I did use different colors for each of the houses. I used a different color of roofing and wall trim, because I think there were 6 different colors of this roofing pattern that I used, which was perfect because there were 6 buildings. I was going to do 8 originally, but the lot was a lot smaller than I had originally planned. But this is kind of the idea I had for the really big lot in my Build Forgotten Hollow series. Yes, the really big lot where Vlad lives. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his full name. But yeah, so if you guys have any ideas for what kinds of stores and shops and buildings you would like to see for that, because I'm hoping there will be more than 6 on that one. But if you guys have any ideas for what kinds of shops or anything you would like for that one, then let me know in the comments, because yeah, I ended up doing 2, I think. Yes, 2 little shop things in this one that I've actually done in the other Newcrest little shopping strip thing, which is a collectible store, and no, not a collectible store, I lied, I'm sorry, toy store and a little cafe. So there is a cafe on this lot. In this one, the only 2 buildings that we are furnishing is these first 2 right here, which the first one with the green roof is the toy store, and then the one next to it is an art gallery. And you don't see in the build through of it, but afterwards I did have my sim go around and mark everything for sale, which took forever because 6 of the buildings had items for sale. Yeah, because the cafe didn't have anything for sale. But yeah, these first 2, and then yeah, the other ones. But yeah, so I also had her go in and make some paintings. You do see me hanging up some of the paintings from the catalog in here, and in the there's like a little thrift store also I had her make some custom items for, which are just like the handiness little wooden guys. Yeah, and then I did have her stock the cafe with some baked goods and stuff. So yeah, the entire lot is stocked. It is already on my gallery if you guys would like to download it. I'll have a link in the description. It's called Newcrest Village because I could not come up with something better. But the price of the lot is 199,115 simoleons, and I am going to say that this lot would probably be very tedious to take care of if you plan on moving your sim here and having them run it as a store. So yeah, I wouldn't advise that because, like I said, it would be very tedious because there are so many stores and so many items in each of the stores that it'd probably take a really long time to stock all the items. So I wouldn't recommend it, but I mean, if you want to take on that challenge, then more power to you. But it is on the 40 by 30 lot in the little strip of lots in Newcrest. This is the last lot in that little strip. It's the bigger one, which I think I just said. I'm not too sure, but yeah. And this store that I'm building right now, this little building, is a music store, like a little music shop. It's just got a bunch of instruments and stuff in it, and then in the little doorway entrance, well, you know what? I'll talk about it whenever I build it in the next part. So the next part, I'm not sure when it'll be going up. I would like for it to go up later today, but that's not going to be possible because I have to leave and visit my mother today, so I won't be able to do a voiceover for it. But you may just get 2 videos one day this week sometime. I don't know, because I'm also starting a new Let's Play this week, and I basically have my schedule planned this week, and I don't want to space these builds too far apart because, like I said, I'm really excited about this lot, and it makes me really happy. So I want you guys to see it and enjoy it. So hopefully you guys enjoy it anyway. But yeah, this one right here is the cafe that I'm building right now. And like I said, I used different wall colors and roof patterns and everything for each of the buildings, and it's just a really cute lot, and it makes me happy to look at. But yeah, my sim spent a lot of time here shopping and everything because I like to have this game where I just have a sim and I've turned off aging and everything, and she just has 2 cats. Their names are Whisper and Kita, and I'm just having her go around, you know, completing all of the collections and everything. So there is a collectible store on this lot, so that helped pretty well. So yeah, that's great. Which I think I have collectibles in 3 shops in this. All of the shopping lots that I've placed in this town have collectibles, which I didn't actually plan on, and I actually forgot about whenever I was building this one. But I would have just, instead of doing a collectible store, would have turned it into like a little pet shop, but I didn't want to do that because it's still a relatively new pack, so I don't think I used any pets items in this house. Not house, lot. I keep saying house. What is wrong with me? But yeah, I didn't use any pets items, I'm pretty sure. So yeah. But ideally, it probably would have made a great little pet store where you could like sell beds and stuff and toys, and it would have been fine. But I didn't do that. I just made another collectible store. And then this middle building right now that I am building is a thrift store, so it's just got a bunch of random junk in it, honestly. And then there's like this weird room because I didn't plan out any of the floor plans or anything, and usually whenever I'm building something like this, I like to sketch out little floor plans in the individual houses and everything, but I didn't do that this time, so I just jumped into the game and I winged it. So, wing it, I don't know, but yeah, you know what I mean, right? Of course. So yeah, that was basically what happened with this. So yeah, and so there's like this really weird room in this building that I'm working on right now, which I just turned into a storage room because I didn't know what else to do with it. But it looks pretty cool, so that's great. And then I was gonna make like a little road in the middle like I did in the Newcrest shopping strip, but yeah, there wasn't enough space. It was an uneven amount of tiles, so I couldn't exactly do that, which was unfortunate and made me very sad. But I just decided to turn it into like this little rock path thing, which kind of reminds me of like this little village thing that's in Gatlinburg. it's in Tennessee. I don't know if you guys know what it is or anything, but yeah, I went there and there was like this cute little village, and it made me so happy, and it reminded me, it reminded me of what I think of Ireland anyway, like in books and stuff that I've read. But yeah, it's probably my favorite place in the world. And so yeah, that is the idea I had for the road, since I couldn't do what I originally planned. But yeah, I still like the way it turned out, and it makes me very happy to look at, like I said a few times. But yeah, and this was about the time that the new roofing tools and stuff came out, which I didn't really mess around with them too much. I think I just curved the top of the roofs because they looked too angular and it was kind of weird, so I do change that. And yeah, this building that I'm working on right now is the collectible store. So on the right side of the lot, there is the collectible store is the first one. The middle one is a thrift store, and then this last one, the lighter house on this lot, is a cafe. And then on the other side, there's a toy store, an art gallery, and a music store. So pretty much the only planning I did for this lot was I sketched out little squares. There were 4. I was gonna also add, well, no, yeah, there was 4 on one side and then 3 on the other, and then the middle one was gonna be like bigger than all the rest of them. That was gonna be the thrift store, and it was just gonna be really big and take up where 2 smaller versions of houses would be. But once I built one side, I realized I could not do that, so I had to cut out one of the stores, which was gonna be an electronics store, and then I was gonna place the one of the public restrooms from the debug menu in here, but I ran out of room, so I didn't. So I had to put a bathroom in one of the buildings. There is only one bathroom with one toilet on this very large lot, but you know, it's okay, I guess, probably, right? I don't actually remember which building it was in. I think it's in the thrift store, actually. Yeah, and the thrift store is the one with the bathroom, so that's good. But I think, yeah, right now we're just messing around with the roofs and stuff. I'm trying to figure it out. And you can see up in the corner that it says Apex Plaza. That was the name I had for it originally. Because, yeah, I just went in and named all the lots before I started building anything. And, you know, I figured that'd help me out. But I did change the name of this lot because I didn't like it after I was finished. And I was like, you know what, this doesn't feel like a plaza, I guess. It feels more like a little village. And it made me very happy. And so, yeah, I just changed the name of it to Newcrest Village because I'm not original at all. So yeah, I couldn't think of a name. And then yeah, these lights I had to go in and delete because once I put the roofs and everything back up, some of the lights were like sticking through the roofs, so I have to go in and delete all those. But yeah, it was unfortunate, but it's fine. It still looks pretty cool. There's just not a lot of lighting, but I do add some street lights along the path, so that's always good. And then now I'm just going in and adding some flowers. I believe I just mostly used flowers from the romantic stuff pack because romantic garden, is that the name of it? I don't know, but yeah, those flowers make me really happy, and I feel like they just go really well with the style I have for this little section of the town. Which, by the way, guys, I only have 2 lots left for this town, and I'm really excited about it. But one is the largest lot, which I'm not too excited about because I don't really like furnishing larger houses, honestly. But yeah, I do like building that part. I'm not too happy about the furnishing part of it, so I'm not looking forward to that. So I don't really know when that'll be posted. And then the other one's a pretty small lot, I guess. I think it's like a 30 by 30 maybe. But yeah, they're both in the section of the town that has the bigger lots, because I did finish the first little town, and then this is the last and the second little neighborhood. I keep saying town. The entire thing's a town, right? Or is it an I don't know, but I'm just gonna refer to them as neighborhoods. But yeah, this is the last lot in this neighborhood, look, the little strip of lots. And then the first neighborhood that I finished was like the smaller neighborhood, I guess. It had the smaller lots and everything, which I'll put a link to the playlist in the description for you guys if you guys haven't seen the previous parts of my Build Newcrest series. But the first little neighborhood area, it's more like the rundown part of town, I guess, and like really, really cheap houses. Well, I guess they're not really too cheap, honestly. They're just kind of terrible to look at, but yeah. And then, yeah, you can see I tried to use tiles to make a road, but it just, okay, my screen turned off, but it just looked kind of weird, so I just decided to go with stone pathway thing. Yes, and then, but anyway, the first town, it's more like, I used a lot of the city living stuff because it was around the time that came out, so it was just a bunch of like the dirty looking cabinets and everything's just all skewed about and everything. So yeah, that's basically the idea I had for that part of town. And then there's like a duplex and a trailer park, and there is a park, and I believe the park has like the earthquake lot trait, so the quake zone, that's what it's called. So yeah, it's not the best place to live, honestly, because I did actually live there with my sim that I'm playing right now, the one that's going around collecting everything. I had her live there until she saved up enough money to move to somewhere better, so because I did want her to live in Newcrest to begin with. I have since moved her to Oasis Springs, but yeah. And yeah, the lot she was living in, it was the first one. I believe it's called Deceptive Starter, and it has the haunted lot trait. So yeah, she had a difficult time, and it also had the grody lot trait, so every time she'd bathe or eat or anything, you know, she'd get very uncomfortable, and then I'd just have to have her go outside off the lot and play with her phone for a little bit for the trait to go away, so that she'd actually collect things for me. But it's fine, it's just fine. And then I did use different colors of the plants. I used all the same plants for the landscaping of each of the buildings, but I changed the colors of each of them to go with whatever. I actually didn't really go with anything. I didn't really plan that. But yeah, this is where I noticed the lights were kind of weird. So I just went around and deleted them. And then I just added some street lights, and I added the little poster boxes from, what's it called? City Living. And I added some toy cars and stuff, which I'm hoping the Sims will not go around and just pick up and carry everywhere. So that's unfortunate. And then whenever okay, I forgot that even if your shop's not open, people can still come there and like mess with things. So whenever I had her building, like crafting some of the items for the thrift shop and the art gallery, I had a lot of Sims coming in and out of the lot, and I didn't realize it. And then they were just like taking things and just taking them home with them. Like, I went back into the toy store, and it was like, the shelves are really empty. And I was like, what happened? And then I was like, did I furnish this? It's like, I feel like I furnished this. And then I was like, I think they're just picking things up and taking them home with them. So, yeah, that's when I decided to go in and set everything for stock, which I was going to do anyway, but I was just going to wait until I had everything done. And so, yeah, that's unfortunate, but, yeah. And then I put, the little truck and the little van, or I guess, those are the two, what are they called? Boxes of whatever that I was talking about, the ones next to the van. Those will have to be moved because you can't actually access them, which is unfortunate, but all the other ones you can access just fine. I've placed them everywhere, so yeah, that's good. And then, what was I actually talking about? I don't remember, but over here behind the music store, I didn't really know what to do with this area. It's a pretty large area, so I was gonna put like the little music thing, and I was like, you know what, usually those are more towards the street where there's more traffic and everything, so that's why I decided to move it over there. So I just put some of the old furniture from City Living, like the stuff that you get from the flea market out here, like, you know, they just set this out here, the people who own the store, so that they could just go out there, hang out and stuff, and it was fine. So yeah. And now I'm just decorating the street. So I decided to move the music thing in front of the thrift store. I don't know why that made more sense to me than having it in front of the music store, but you know, whatever. I also have another one in the music store, so on the top level of the music store, which I'll talk about in the next part, because yeah, I'm not doing that in here. I was gonna make a little bathroom behind this, but then I started thinking about it, and I was like, it doesn't make sense to have the only bathroom on this lot in the toy store. Like, why would that be a thing? So I just get rid of that. And then, like I said, this is a toy store, so it's the most colorful of the buildings. I wish I had just done like some color blocking and just made it solid wall colors and everything, because I don't know, I feel like that would have been kind of cool, right? But I didn't, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, I like this wallpaper. It's probably my favorite kids wallpaper, honestly. I like the one that came with the update as well, those wallpapers, but I like this one. The colors of it, they make me happy. So that's why I decided to go with this one. And then I wasn't sure what lights to use, so I just used these little colorful ones that came with one of the recent patches. And then I used the square ones for all the other ones because they're my favorite lights to use. They light up a great area and they don't look too bad, so that's what I decided to do. And then these shelves are fully stocked and everything. You'll see in the screenshots at the end of the video. So I did include screenshots of the exterior and like some street view screenshots, and then pictures of the inside of the toy store and the art gallery. I didn't include pictures of the entire lot and all the rooms and everything just yet. Not rooms, buildings just yet. I'll do that in the next video because I have 60 images. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot. But once I finish this entire world, probably, yes, the entirety of Newcrest, once I finish it, I am going to do a tour. I'm sorry if you guys can hear sirens, but yeah, I'm gonna do a tour of the entire town. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do it just yet. I don't know if I want to do like just a walkthrough of the town, just go to each of the neighborhoods and then show you around to, you know, this is this house, this is that house, and everything, and just not do interior or anything. And I'll just link all the videos in the description or the playlist, whatever. Or if I just want to do screenshots, which I'd have to go in and take all new screenshots because I have since deleted them. But yeah, so I'm not sure if I want to do that or just like add some music and just like go on a little visual tour of it. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think I should do for the tour? I'm not sure. I just don't know. But yeah, because I've never actually done a tour of a full town, so that's unfortunate. But I'll figure it out. Maybe, I don't know. Just let me know what you guys think. What you guys think would be cool to watch. What you guys would like to watch. So yeah, and yeah, now we're upstairs. I did set all these things for sale. Like I said, I think I did set that bear chair for sale. I'm not 100% sure. And then I do clothe the mannequins. And then upstairs, the only thing that's for sale are the 2 toddler beds. Because and the stuff on the shelf. I put some stuff on the little hexagonal shelf thing. So yeah, that stuff's also set for sale. So yeah, and I guess I'm about to find out whether or not I actually stocked these shelves and if people were just stealing things from my store. Because whenever I went back, it just seemed really empty. I'm like, I know I didn't make it this empty. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of these were gone. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because whenever I went back, all of these were gone. I think they probably picked everything up and put it in the toy box. I'm pretty sure that's what happened, because whenever I came back, all these toys were not here. It was just an empty shelf. Like all the ones that you can actually pick up and put in the toy box, like the little superheroes, the airplane, the duck, the cat, and everything like that. They weren't there whenever I came back to this building. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they just picked everything up and put it in the toy box, which is unfortunate. Because I knew I had decorated stocked the shelves, but yeah, that's unfortunate, but it's okay. It's okay. And then I believe the toy box is also set for sale. Probably should have set that not for sale. That way, you know, if you bring kids to this lot or something, they'd have something to play with. But you know, it's whatever. Those 3 giraffes aren't for sale either. They're just there for decoration. But the one next to the shelf in the other room is set for sale. And then these little void critter cards are set for sale. I also put some packs of void critter cards on the counter right there, which you can actually set for sale, but whenever you go to the lot or something, you can just click on them and open them. You know, they're free, so you're welcome. And yeah, I also put a void critter pack up here with some void critter cards and some little toys. Not toys, I just put the little figure things. And then I didn't know what to put on the shelf after I came back and everything was gone, so I just put a bunch of the My Sim figures in, and that's what I did. So yeah, this one is the art gallery, which is just a bunch of little rooms everywhere, and the walls are just white. And then I did use the same flooring for each of the buildings because I wanted some kind of unity. I also used the same counter, like the little purchase items counter. So yeah, just some unity and stuff. It makes for a great build, right? Of course it does. And then yeah, so on the build through of this, you don't actually see me adding too many paintings, so there are some empty wall spaces everywhere. But I did have my sim go in and paint some paintings, and I just hung those on the wall. So yeah, all of the wall space is filled, so that's good. And then there is a weird roof section there, which is unfortunate, right there in front of that window, because I forgot. Actually, I didn't forget because I had just done it, but I don't know why I just didn't make. Oh yeah, I was gonna make 2 different wall sections, but then it would have looked weird on that wall outside, so I didn't do that. So unfortunately, there's just like that weird roof in front of the window, which is kind of weird, but I mean, it's fine. It's okay. All I'll put there is just like a little bench or something. So yeah, and then I did use a lot of packs in this build, because I had a lot of stores to fill, and I didn't just want to use the same items over and over again, so I did use a lot of packs when putting this build together. So I would name them all, but there's just too many, so you'll just have to check on the gallery, but there are a lot. I do know that cats and dogs wasn't used though, so yeah, that's good, because I think by the time cats and dogs came out, I only had 3 builds left to do, and then it was just a cafe, so I wasn't really going to use any cats and dog stuff in that. It was a thrift store. I didn't want to use any cats and dog stuff in that, and then the other one was the collectible store, which there wasn't any cats and dog stuff to collect except for the feathers, but I didn't add any of those in. It's mostly just rocks and fossils and minerals and stuff, crystals, and that's pretty much all that's in the store. And then the sugar skulls, because you can actually get them in the game, and I probably should have added the magic beans and the Easter eggs also, because you can't actually get those in the game anymore, I don't believe. But yeah, the screenshots are coming up right now, so I hope you guys enjoyed the build and the speed build video. Yes, please. But if you guys liked it, please give this video a thumbs up. Please leave your comments and subscribe if you like my channel. And yeah, be sure to leave some suggestions for stores and stuff you would like to see in the Forgotten Hollow build. Kind of like this. It's going to be a little village thing, which will hopefully be maybe a little bit bigger. I'm not too sure, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!